He's Michael,
He's Max.
and we're going to talk about religion.
For sure. And we're going to be asking each other questions about what we believe.
And why we believe it. Michael, what do you believe?
I believe in the God of the Bible and that Jesus Christ came down and died for our sins. Max, what do you believe?
I don't believe in any type of higher being or God. I believe in the natural world and science. Michael, what is your purpose?
My purpose in life is to honor and glorify God. I try to do this through my actions and my words, whether that means helping others when they are in need or trying to convince others there is a God so they can go to heaven too. Max, what's your purpose?
Well, since a God didn't create me, I don't think that I need to live for anybody but myself and the people that I love. I don't think that I need to impress or obey a God. Michael, why are there different interpretations of verses in the Bible if it is the only book to live your life by?
Well, first you need to realize that humans aren't perfect and sometimes view verses in the Bible incorrectly. The Bible, like most other books, uses symbolism and metaphors, and the difficulty is finding the balance between the symbolism and the literalism. Max, if you don't believe in the Bible, then who was Jesus?
I'm not sure who Jesus was. I don't deny that he existed, but I have my doubts about him being the actual Son of God and his importance spiritually.
Max, where do your morals come from?
My morals are the standards that I set for myself and the expectations others have for me. I think that you should treat others the way you want to be treated, and you do things out of the goodness of your heart. You shouldn't need to impress a God and worry about being judged by him.
So, if you had lived in a different country where it was expected of you to be a suicide bomber, then that would be moral?
Only if you were raised in this environment, if you knew that what you were doing was what you believed, and you knew that this was the right choice for yourself, then I guess yes, you would be a moral person. It might not be right in the scope of the public eye or history, but it is right for you. It is what you believed and how strongly you believed this. Michael, what about some of the stories from the Bible? How can stories like Jonah and the whale be true?
Well, I can believe that they are true because the Bible is more than a book that tells you how to live your life and some stories. It's a historical book, many times giving the background of the time period before going on to the idea of the chapter. Also, I think that it's possible because of the fact that I know God could do that, even though it does seem peculiar and weird. But honestly, how would we know what ways God uses to get a point across? He's kind of creative.
Yes, but how could a person, not God, survive in a big fish for 3 days?
Not really sure, but I'm sure that God could keep him alive in a fish if he wanted to teach Jonah a good lesson. And according to the story, it did just that. When I see a painting, I acknowledge that there is a painter. When you see the artwork of life, why don't you acknowledge that there is a creator?
I don't think of a creator because the natural world is what I know to exist. The earth is active. There's movement that pushes the tectonic plates together to create mountains. Those mountains are created by anything else. The earth revolves around the sun and spins, so the sun sets. There's no God pulling it through the sky. The artwork of life is the artwork of the world, of the phenomenons that shape our planet. So Michael, if God created the world and things that inhabit the world, did he create everything else, the whole universe?
I believe he did. I don't think it would be right to believe that God created the earth and all the rest was already there. In the Bible it says that God created the heavens and the earth. I think the heavens were referring to the rest of the universe.
So that's what we think about God.
And life. It's difficult to find the truth.
And that's why we had this discussion.
To try and help each other discover what that truth is.
Thanks for listening.